Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a little garden tour and I'm starting on the inside because it's pretty windy out there. So I apologize if the sound is not perfect. I can't control the weather, so I'm sorry. I really hope that it's not so bad that you guys can't hear, but I'm gonna show you guys my garden, and it's kind of like vlog style today, which is fun because I haven't done that in so long. So follow me. So I'm gonna start with what I planted very first, and my babies are coming along. So I love gardening, guys. This has been such a fun passion of mine now, and this is the first year that I've had my own garden. But growing up with my mom, she grew up on a farm, so she knows how to garden, and her garden is amazing. So she's taught me so many different things about how to take care of plants, what plants to buy, and what does well in California. So I am so grateful for my mama, who's actually helped me do a lot of this too. So thanks, Mom. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna show you guys the start. So here I have basically like a small little patch of dirt between our concrete and the side of our house and our fence to the neighbors. And what I decided to do is some grapes. So there's a grape here. I think one's green and one's red, and I don't know which is which. So there's one here, and then there is one right here. And these guys were bare roots, so they were literally just sticks, no leaves or anything. And planted those, and they're starting to grow. And if you guys can see that we built this little I don't know what it's called. I want to say lattice, but it's not really lattice. It's just basically poles that we bought in the garden section at Lowe's, and then we just got some wire and we just did 2 strands so that the grapevines can climb up this. So grapes like to climb and spread really far, and this ugly fence is such an eyesore outside of my window from the kitchen, and I just wanted some beautiful grapevines just covering this whole fence so I can look out and it just looks like green. And during the winter, they're like, obviously the leaves all die, and so it's just like ugly branches. And my mom gave me the idea to do like little string lights, so I'm gonna do that during the winter, and it's gonna look so pretty. So I also have a couple of things down in here. So I have some onions. So there's an onion here, there's an onion there, and these all were just bulbs, so they've grown so much larger. And then I had some garlic that decided to just sprout on its own in my house. So I have some garlic here, 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 and then I have a couple more onions growing here. And then I planted 30 strawberries in this area, and only one took, which makes me so sad. So I think they were duds. But this one here has little buds and little strawberries starting to grow, which is so exciting because this has been a long time coming. So this section is the first section we started on. My next idea was to do like a little garden box, and Tim was gonna build me a garden box, but Costco came in clutch this year, and they actually had one that you could build, and it's perfect for this area because it just fits everything, and it's a raised garden bed. So I'll show you guys that right now. So here is the raised garden bed that we bought at Costco. It's a U shape, and it has a section for compost. So all of our eggshells and like produce, everything that we don't eat, we put in here for compost, which is awesome because I'm teaching Benson how to do this, and it's just really awesome and rewarding. Now we're gonna start from here. So here are my strawberry plants. I just got 2. Unfortunately, I bought these when I didn't know if the other ones were gonna sprout, and they did. So what can I say? I also have a garlic right here. I've planted kind of things intermixed, and then I have some marigolds in this garden too, because marigolds are known to kind of keep bugs and pests away. So I planted them in here to prevent as much as I possibly can all the bugs eating my plants. These guys here are all zucchini. So Benson planted these. These were seeds. So he just dropped seeds in, and they've gotten massive, especially this one. This guy is humongous. And this little one underneath is getting taken over. My mom says I need to thin these, which breaks my heart because I don't have the heart to pull my plants. And there's a weed. So you're supposed to make sure there's no weeds growing in your garden. So yeah, those are my zucchinis here. Then I have another garlic right here, just in the corner, and a couple, you'll see some marigolds underneath, which this one's probably not gonna do well now because this is shading it completely, but whatever. This guy is a cucumber and it's not doing very well. I don't know why. I bought it in a pot, so it was already grown, and when I repotted it, it wasn't happy. So I'm trying to get it back to being happy, but it's just not doing super well. And these leaves are curling, but they're stiff, so it's not like they're deprived of water or anything. They're just, I don't know. Tell me, if you guys know why my cucumber is doing bad, let me know. I bought some food for it, so I'm gonna feed it and see if that works. But yeah. And then actually to the side, I forgot to show you guys this. This is just a tomato plant we bought at Costco, and I repotted in this big terracotta pot here, and it's just sitting on a stand, so it's easier to get to and water. But this is such a happy tomato plant. I have gotten so many tomatoes off of this already, and they're just really small ones, but I don't think they're cherry. They don't taste as sweet as cherries do. So yes, this plant is awesome. Moving back to my U-shaped garden, these are all my tomatoes and they are huge. I actually had to transplant one from here because it just wasn't doing well, and I put it in this little pot here, and it's seriously thriving. It's so happy here. It looks sad compared to its brothers and sisters, but I just think it needed its own space, and sometimes we all need our own space. So that's why I have this one in its own pot, and I did take it from this garden here and I put it in there. So these are all different tomatoes. Well, not all of them, but this is a mountain merit tomato, and I got it when it was like this big, so it's obviously very happy in here. Same with all of these. These are all heirloom tomatoes, my absolute favorite tomatoes to eat, and they're just getting out of control. And I know I planted them too close together, but I didn't have the space, and tomatoes are my love. I love tomatoes so much that I can never get enough in the summer, and homegrown tomatoes are just amazing. So yes, these are all of my giant tomato plants that are very happy in this garden. And then here are the rest of my onions. They're very large in here. Still have a long way to go though. So I got red onions, yellow onions, and white onions all in here. So it's a mix. I have a couple more garlics kind of hiding in here. And then this, this is basil. I planted a ton of basil seeds, and I literally got one sprig of basil coming up. Sad day to say the least, because I love adding fresh basil to my pastas or anything that I'm making, so I get it for one time. Hopefully, I don't know, I doubt they're gonna come back out. But so this last pot is jalapenos. So Tim just poured the whole bag in here. This is kind of like his thing that he's doing, and obviously there's way too many all in one spot, so as they keep growing, we're probably gonna have to thin those as well. But there you go. That's that. So now I'm gonna show you guys the backyard part of our yard. So that was just our side yard, and I'll show you like what I have going on in the backyard. Starting with my raspberry bush. I'm so proud of my raspberry bush. So here it is. This is just a corner of our yard, and it was just a bunch of like, well, it still is, it's just like dirt. So I'm hoping, I know raspberry bushes get very large, so that's like my hope, is that it just gets really big and kind of takes over this space, because right now it's just like a sad patch of dirt. But yeah, it's gotten pretty big, and the tips have gotten a little fried when it was really hot. It was like over 100 degrees a couple weeks ago for a couple days, and it just fried my poor plant, but it's okay. It's still surviving and thriving. And then I planted some marigolds here too, just to keep the bugs away. I have this little divider going on in our yard, and so I decided to plant vegetables in the dirt between the divider and the fence. So I have watermelons here, and they're all sprouting, and these were all seeds as well. So watermelon, I have another group of watermelon here, and these all popped up. Every seed came out, which was amazing. And then over here, I have orange pumpkins, and I planted, I think, 6 seeds. Only 2 came up, so kind of a bummer because pumpkins are really fun for the fall, and Benson loves pumpkins, so that's okay. I actually planted some more pumpkins here, but these are white pumpkins, and 4 out of the 6 seeds popped up on this one, so I don't know. Oh, and look, it looks like something is eating my plant. I wonder what it could be. Anyways, so yes, so I have watermelons and pumpkins on this side. So that's just like the perimeter of the house, and then I planted some fruit trees, so I'll show you guys fruit and citrus, I should say, fruit and citrus. So I will show you my fruit and citrus trees now. All right, so here is our lemon tree, and this was here when we bought the house. This is the only vegetable, fruit, any type of food tree. This was it, and it was sad. It wasn't doing very well. So I've had to take a lot of time and bring it back to health. It looks kind of bare right now, but there are lemons on it finally. It took probably a year to get it to start bearing fruit again. So it is, and these lemons are getting pretty big. There's a big one right there. And then right next to it, I have a lime tree. Excuse all the weeds. We are clearing our yard. Always pulling weeds. Once you're a homeowner, you know. And so this is a lime tree right here. And this was a little bitty baby when I bought it, so it hasn't bared fruit yet for us, but I can see all these little buds that are starting to form, which I'm so excited about. I love when it starts to bear fruit. Now I'm moving to the other side of my house, which is the rest of my fruit trees. So I'll show you guys what those are. So here we go. These were all bare root trees, and we're still working on the grass here, so you can see grass growing here and not here. We've been working on our yard for a long time because when we moved in, it was just dirt back here. So it's been a lot of work, but well worth it to have a beautiful garden and grass and stuff. So anyways, this is a cherry tree, and it had barely any leaves on it when I bought it, and it's just done really well here. Then right next to it, we have our nectarine tree, and this was literally a stick, just a stick. So it's thriving right now. There's tons of leaves on it and just really happy and healthy, which makes me so happy. And then this tree right here, which has gotten humongous. This was literally, I think it was like to here when we purchased it. No leaves on it whatsoever. This is an apple tree. I think it's Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp apples, my favorite. It is just so happy here. It's doing so well. And then the very last tree that I have is this little guy here. This is a mandarin tree, and this was a baby too. So all the trees and everything we bought haven't really bared fruit yet, and have just been really happy though being planted in the ground. You guys can see all the fresh leaves here, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed my garden tour and fruit tree tour. I have a lot going on right now, and I hope next year I can make it even bigger and learn from my mistakes. I have enjoyed gardening and learning all of these new things. There's so much to learn, and it's so much fun because it's just nice to have something go from a seed to a full plant. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!